Hello fellow YouTube friends, followers, fools and flabbergastas, my name is Mason and it's time for Guild Wars 2 on point combat basics. It's been a while since I last made a video on Guild Wars 2, but now that I have a little free time, I wanted to continue the series on combat basics in Guild Wars 2. This time we're going to talk about a core mechanic of Guild Wars 2 combat, combo fields. Combo fields are kind of nebulous and mysterious to many players, especially newer ones, so I'd like to shed some light on how they work and which ones exist. Since they are pretty powerful, I hope that you think differently about the possibilities for builds and theory crafting after this video. Let's start with the functionality. In Guild Wars 2 there are abilities labeled as combo fields, combo finishers, or even both. Abilities with combo field in their tooltip create a field on the ground, and finishers, when used inside a field, create a synergetic effect depending on the type of field and finisher. This creates a whole lot of possibilities. As of now, there are 36 different effects through 9 different fields and 4 different finishers. Whenever applicable, the stats of the player using the finisher are used for the power of the combo field. For example, condition damage and expertise for the conditions applied by those combos. While combo fields persist, only up to 5 players can combo with it. Not 5 combos in total, but 5 players. On top of that, combo fields are not always stationary, so they can move with you, but that depends on the ability creating the field. Whenever you stand inside a combo field, a combo finisher is highlighted by a white border around the skill icon on your ability bars. That is quite subtle though and can be hard to see in combat, so it might be better to just remember the combos that you have available to you. Okay, so which types of fields and finishers are there? We're not going to talk about every possible combination. If you want more specific information, you can go to the wiki page. I'm going to put that in the description below. The 9 fields that exist in the game are dark, ethereal, fire, ice, light, lightning, poison, smoke and water. They all have combo effects that mirror their general functionality in-game, and classes have access to fields that match their style. For example, Guardians have a lot of light fields, while Mesmers have access to ethereals, and Engineers can do pretty much all of them except one. Let's go through them quickly. Dark fields apply blindness and steal health, ethereal applies random boons and conditions or confusion, fire provides might and burning, ice chills enemies, duh. Light cleanses conditions, light provides swiftness, dazes and vulnerability, poison applies weakness and poison. Smoke grants stealth and blinds enemies, and water fields provide healing effects. The exact combo depends on the type of finisher, and there are 4 different finishers: Blast, Leap, Projectile and Whirl. Blasts provide effects in an area around the caster, Leaps either grant you an aura or apply an effect to the target directly. Projectile finishers empower projectiles passing through the field with a 20% chance, and Whirl finishers shoot projectiles in random directions while active. Now that you have a brief overview over the functionality and types of combos, let's do some example tests to showcase the functionality. For this test, I will use my Crapper build, or Quickness Scrapper build, because as I said before, Engineers have easy access to a lot of skills and all possible combo fields except Dark. I'm going to use several different combos to show the utility of combo fields, not only for yourself, but also the entire group or subgroup. First, I'll create a lightning field with the Tool Belt skill Spare Capacitor. Then I'll use the Hammer 3 skill Rocket Charge on the Golem because it is a leap finisher. A leap finisher, when used inside a lightning field, applies Dazing Strike. This dazes the enemy for 1 second and is the relevant effect in our case. So let's put the field down and then use the finisher. What you can see is that each time Rocket Charge hits, it damages the CC bar of the Golem and gives a notification for Dazing Strike. So just by using the field first and then using the finisher, I got a very powerful additional effect out of the 2 skills. If I had done them the other way around, that wouldn't have happened because you can't finish what you haven't started. Now let's do something else too. I'll simply use the Blast Gyro because it is both a fire field and a blast finisher. When used, it creates a fire field, and when it explodes, it blasts the field. Blasting a fire field grants 3 stacks of might to all allies within a 360 radius, which can be very useful for your party if you struggle with might uptime. You shouldn't, but you know, pugs. In order to showcase the potential outside of combat, let's use the Sneak Gyro and use the Blast Gyro for another blast finisher. Blasting a smoke field grants 3 seconds of stealth to the entire party, and the combo I use here nets a total of 15 seconds of stealth and 10 seconds of super speed for the entire group. This is very useful to skip mobs and fractals, since you can recharge elite skills at every Mistlock singularity anyway. Thief and Engineer are pretty good at stuff like this, for example. The final point I want to make concerns auras. Auras are usually something that mainly elementalists and mesmers to a lesser degree work with, but through combo fields pretty much all classes have access to them. Auras are a quite powerful shield type buff. It is visible through the ball-shaped effect around you in different colors. They do something whenever you are struck by an enemy, and many of the leap finishers create auras on impact, so be aware of those as well. If I use the Blast Gyro and then Hammer 3, I get 2 fire auras, for example. These apply burning to all enemies that damage me while they are active, plus the Area Might is also applied from the Blast finisher. This also shows that you can chain several combos inside a single field. Yeah, that is it. We've only scratched the surface here today. The capabilities of combo fields are insanely large, because they can supply pretty much everything you need. You just need to know the order in which you need to use your abilities. This can help you shape rotations and skill prioritization on your characters in both PvE and PvP, which drastically improves your strength in combat. I hope that you have a better understanding of combo fields in Guild Wars 2. Feel free to like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm, and see you next time.